Hello, fellow and seasoned crypto enthusiasts. Get ready to buckle up because the VeChain has just dropped an exciting announcement and we've got all the juicy details for you. You guys know exactly what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about none other than VeChain itself. If you're enjoying this VeChain content, you guys know what to do. Continue smashing that like button and you will continue to see these updates for you guys. If we're looking at the entire market today, you guys can see everything seems to be up right now. And of course, if you want to know exactly why the market is bouncing back once again, it's because Bitcoin did make its way back above $52,000 after that mini retracement that we did see. So if we're looking at VeChain, it's up 1.2% over the past 24 hours in USD compared with the price currently sitting at 4.5 cents. And we're also up 0.1% in Bitcoin comparative over the past 24 hours. So what we're starting to see with the VeChain's price is that it's holding strong around this support line, which I indicated to you guys yesterday. But we have some other things to talk about today. So like I said, if you enjoy this update, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So if we're looking at the market cap of $3.3 billion and the 24-hour trading volume still above $100 million, which is currently sitting at $130.5 million. So far, so good. But before we go into it any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrency. So I got some exciting stuff to talk about today. We talk about VeChain's real world use case on a day-to-day basis. And especially if you've been a follower on my channel from the beginning, I've been mentioning that VeChain solves a real world issue. And this is why we're seeing so many big companies that are working with VeChain. They're using the VeChain or blockchain because of some of the flaws that we have in the industry that you are not able to tackle. But this is where the blockchain VeChain technology comes into play. And VeChain is one of the very few projects out there that are working with some of these big companies that we come across on a day-to-day basis. And as you guys know, I've been saying this from the beginning, but pretty much throughout the bear market, people just solely focus on the coin itself right here. People solely focus on this. They don't care about what it's doing. And as I've said to you guys from the beginning, in a bear market, that's where you see the success of a project, not when the market is pumping. If you are excited about VeChain right now as the price is pumping, then you have completely missed the entire narrative. Because I've said this from the beginning, in the bull market, everything seems to be pumping. Everything seems to be so exciting. Everyone is so excited about the team, bullish, etc. The team is just pumping bullish news from the left and right to keep the engagement. But when the bear market comes into play, literally most of these projects go ghost mode. And I've said to you guys from the beginning, the best way to indicate what's a strong project and what's a project that's just here for the bull market and doesn't have plans to solve or go according to their overall plan, their roadmap, you got to see that happening in the bear market. The projects that just stall completely, that's a red flag there for you. But the projects that keep on developing, keep on innovating, keep on solving the real world use case, if that's what they're trying to do, that's what's worthwhile noting. And we've seen VeChain tackle a lot of issues that it had in the previous bull market. And anyone that comes out and says, oh, you're just talking about VeChain out, I know no one is doing that. But even if anyone's going to come out and say, I'm just going to stop you right there. I've been covering VeChain from the beginning. There were so many flaws. There were so many things that VeChain did not have for itself that I indicated in my previous bull market analysis. And one of the biggest things was liquidity and marketing. They were lacking in that so much considering what this project is doing. And there are some of the other projects that if you compared them to hand in hand, you see VeChain as far as development and as far as innovation, it's just on another level. But it wasn't getting that recognition because, of course, marketing wasn't good and exchanges were missing. And we saw Coinbase get added, and we also saw a bunch of money getting invested into marketing. I'm not sure if my videos did make it to sunny Louisiana or whatever you want to call it, but things are looking positive and more people are starting to realize. And the sad thing is people start realizing about a project in a bull market. And when people start making a profit, the bear market starts. This is when people start talking negatively about the project, which is funny to me. But you can see this for yourself. My whole rant is regarding this. As you can see from a vision in 2015 to revolutionize luxury brands and authentication supply chains, our journey started with a challenge, bringing blockchain to non-tech leaders. That's exactly what I'm referring to. Fast forward to 2024, and VeChain tracks cover 100% of Givenchy leather goods and others. Not Givenchy, my bad. Wow, I completely butchered that. Givenchy's leather goods and other top-tier luxury brands. If this doesn't show you what VeChain is doing, I don't know what oil, maybe you want to do a little bit more research on what VeChain is doing. So this is exciting, of course. And on top of that, Ian Reach posted this. So VECHAIN has announced that it will be participating in the Mobile World Congress, recognized as one of the world's largest influential telecom and connectivity events. The 2024 theme is all about powering connectivity. Are we going to potentially see some announcement come out? Possibly. Again, these are speculations that could go into the air. The community can start discussing that. But of course, this is worthwhile noting. Very exciting stuff, especially for people who don't realize what VECHAIN is doing. I hope this gives you a glimpse of what it does. But now let's take a look at Bitcoin. So what we're seeing at Bitcoin do is back in with 52,000 as mentioned earlier in the video. We're facing that same resistance which we spoke about a few days ago. And that same resistance is coming our way. But let's talk about VECHAIN now because that's what everyone wants to know. But let's go back down memory lane real quick. So if you want to know the historic price pattern for VECHAIN, and you could pretty much see this for yourself, previous bear market, we were pretty much ranging at the 0.0005 cents mark. And people that were picking it up in the 2019 to 2020 times, they made massive amounts of gains. Look, around the pandemic, March 2021, VECHAIN cost is 0.006. And if you were holding around that range, you saw this thing go up towards an all-time high of course, 28 cents. We were covering that at that point, which was a 17,300% gain, especially if you picked up around here. If you want to put this into perspective, that's 173x to be exact. So if you put in $1,000 here in VECH and you've done your due diligence and research, you saw your portfolio worth at its peak, $173,000 us. It was just insane gains. But at that time, VECHAIN's valuation was low. But people always come and say, oh, VECHAIN is dumping this and that. But what do people have to say to this that it never retraced to these levels again? I don't even know what to say to the haters at this point. But what you're looking at VECHAIN doing right now is, of course, it's changing nicely. Let me show this to you guys, especially on the hourly time frame. But you won't be able to see the bigger picture on the hourly time frame. This is why I'm showing you the daily time frame. But what you're starting to see is the same resistance is coming in the way for VECHAIN. If we're looking at it on the hourly time frame, looking amazing. We did see the price pumping up to 4.8 cents just a few hours ago, seeing a little bit of a minor pullback, but I am expecting that we will see retesting those highs that we set for ourselves just 3 days back. The VECHAIN is looking great. Let me know what you guys think. Give me your thoughts. I hope you understand this video. Remember to give the channel a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe to see our most recent videos. Take care and see you in the next video.